Ears wide, nose flaring in and out of two cylinders in the mouth, a gash, a wound, an opening too lopsided, chin jutted, cheeks hale and salient against the skin, pointed sharp with malnourishment, eyebrows absent, the eyes rather straining to see, two indents, expressive yet vacant and concave right to the sockets, eyebrows browsing the dirt. Yeah, wasteland in each thing, stale to the atom. And if I could breathe, I'd probably have bated breath, and in struggling to regain myself, compose a thing, wreak a life from the monstrous impulse of blood through bated veins. I am struggling to be novel, a new man, a new season, a new composite soul, not so craggy nor ancient, nor starved, nor worn. I am the trouble. I am sin without God, the cause and root of all torments, and yet I am the breadth of all passion, and yet the breadth of all passion, it lies in the truth of this placid face's features, as a thing without measure, is seen in the thwarted clarity that any face supposes of itself, for considerable moments only. The proof is there in the look of the bust. I am the bust that is pallid with mourning, tired with mourning, tired with mourning. Yeah, as I describe my languid self, selfless. Well, is that the me, myself? The self inside, unalterable, and of a cohesion, brilliant, metal still with stricter pieces, fragments together held by unguent, the glue of logic, the middle piece. I'm a man of pieces, a frail far strum of sound, a blazon to cut the face of this considerable psyche, this architecture, this frivolous darkness in all souls is frivolous. Since I am powerful, since I rob darkness of its dreamy limits, I am powerful in the parts I am wanting when summoned altogether whole. This darkness in a given soul is for the moment wasteful, powerful, least as for the catalyst it serves to be overall. That is what it inspires, what it creates, what the face of truth creates, bleeds in miracles from fat veins, what blood creates in the travel through it all, and translates into, once the heart stops, yeah, and passion's drive drops, what I become is not what I am. What I am is drummed up sadness through and up twisted, like a clot in the spine. I'm sadness. That is certain, certain as taxes, and yet a suck, and yet a nourishing. Both eating this damnable reflection of my twisted tinny self, rattling in the sockets of searching empty eyes on a face that has not accepted his bright, obvious, his own created, his own fucking created clay world, his own sad world. Too big, too monstrous to be reckoned with by anything less monstrous, or anything tame tired, energyless, fogginess, and the fog's recalcitrant fucking ways, the misty days, the mist, this mist deep into sockets and cheeks, my mouth a wound, my ears hearing Beckett. Speaking of myself to myself, and yet I am alone to assume all the parts of blood to a compromise. A shitty fucking halfway balanced form of the mind. A head without a mind. Creating a mind from out a void. One subject to be conscious of. The eyes that search the mouth. Screamless. Open tight. Frozen, charred by some meltdown of uncontrollable expressions, and the angst and the drama of wet, blank tears. But modicum, and they are clay tears, made of blood, carving rivers, all throughout the sides of this stricken face, like bad embers, a lunatic of embers, tired, though being crazy. Tired of peering through the glass of being through which flash beings examine all the way through. I'm all the way through, and am a flash of dun cinder, modicum. Insanity has tired me out. Tired out my jawbone and left me gaping in clay. Dried out. I am dried out. Lifeless until extinguished and left alive to be burnt in its own gruely, ugly, fucking grueling way. The way of a scream, the eye of a senseless scream, and then blood craters down pointy cheeks. Yeah, I am the clay bust of a wanting, and I am the eating out of hearts, almost, or perhaps I am that hole in some chest, never filled, never identified, filled, finally settling to be filled with fractures, sad little bits, pieces of godless quandary. Yeah. World. Tired of answers. Being inspired. I'm the face of being. Tired of facing being. A composite of all the done sense that never quite fuse. Merely I am the senses. All of them. And yet but a section of an infinite sense. Unbiased. Random. Yeah. I am merely because a section. I'm merely because a section. I've collected what feelings I could in the same nonsensical proximity. Random as the parts of a face, and sensible as the unspoken reflection on of such. Beckett's clinical monotony, raising myself above a nondescript head. I am of similarities, but random ones, down up enough to finish the blazon. As gape. Crooked and human neck, sunken cheeks, and a head as bald as a lie, a mind, his clay mind beating burning blood. A lie, somewhat true, in beating out the meaning, yeah, through this digestive, nauseating futility. I'm the hope sprung from that. I'm the dream. I am the dream, inspired to haunted life by sadness. Am the misery of becoming something else. Lie